So with Gayatri Mantra, a couple of misconceptions, you can let us know if they are misconceptions. One is that some people say women should not chant the Gayatri Mantra.
Yeah. Yes, it's not just Gayatri Mantra. They say women do not have the adhikara of studying the Veda.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, I mean, it's a very traditional understanding, and I do not want to comment on because it has come from a tradition. But as long as the fact is, the very source, that is Veda themselves, do not talk about this. The Apaurushaya Vedas, nowhere it is mentioned that women should not do it. In fact, there are women seers, women rishis who have given the Veda mantras for us. Women rishis.
Okay.
Rishikas, we say. Irony is, if you see the number of rishikas in the Vedic time, it's way less than rishis. I think around 27 of them we know.
Lady rishis.
Lady rishis we know today. Okay, so that itself should give us some idea of where this particular so-called restriction has come from. I don't have anything against that. Those, especially women who want to go by that, please feel free to do that. But I just want to say that I am from a living lineage of a teachers. I'm a part of a living lineage. I have received my Gurukula education where they have given the practice of Gayatri Mantra. They have been, right from childhood, I have studied Veda mantras. And I'm very well. Some people quote, I think in Bhagavata or somewhere, they say, Stri Shudra Dvija Bandhu Nam Trayo Vedana Gocharaha. So keeping this as reference, they say this is where the Shastras forbid you. Gocharaha means they cannot see it. They cannot see the importance of it. The very word of that. The very meaning of that word, Gocharaha, means is not visible. What is not visible? The mantras are not visible. That doesn't mean they should not do it. So that means it is purely a social construct, number one, because all these anushtanas take a lot of time. So if both husband and wife, both are doing the same, then who takes care of the family? In fact, if you see, when there is marriage, the husband is made to wear wife's upavitam, that is janivara or janiv, because he is taking the responsibility of doing the anushtanam on her behalf.
Okay, the Gayatri
Anushtanam on her behalf.
Okay.
Which means he has to do it because she has to take care of the family. That means what? She has every right to do it. But because one of them should take care of the household, let the man do the job. And Gayatri cannot go more than 108 for a woman.
Okay.
If she sits down and does both of the years, then it will be more than 108. Right? So maybe these are the very
subtle.
These are the very subtle aspects which we have to consider to understand that women are very much, they do have the adhikar of everything.
If you enjoyed watching this content, you can watch the full in-depth video on the Body to Being podcast hosted on Shloka YouTube channel. To continue watching shorter pieces of this content, you can subscribe to Shloka Clips on YouTube. Don't forget to like this video and follow us on Spotify. Pranam.